Treasure Cove Books, in association with The Horror Diaries, presents Journeys Through the Unknown, an anthology of supernatural adventures. Narrated by Jessica Fernando. Written by Heather Beck. Copyright 2014. This audiobook is a work of fiction. Names, places, events, and characters are fictitious in every regard. Any similarities to actual events or persons, living or dead, are purely coincidental. All rights reserved. Except for review purposes, the reproduction of this audiobook in whole or part constitutes a copyright violation. Gnome Genome. 17-year-old Meghan Bradford opened the sliding door that led to the backyard and walked onto the warm patio. It was a hot July morning, and she planned to spend it relaxing on a hammock. The hammock, Meghan sighed, is the only thing I like about this place. Meghan and her family had just moved from a small prairie town to the city. The Bradfords were used to the beautiful scenery of an open landscape. Now that they lived in a 2-story house, all they had to look at was their neighbor's backyard. It's all her fault, Meghan said aloud, while thinking about her mother. If the bank hadn't promoted her to their headquarters, I'd be swimming in my pool right now. Meghan approached the hammock and threw herself on it. Everything seemed to happen in slow motion as she felt her body tumble over and fall to the ground. Her head hit the ground with a sickening thud. For a moment, all she could see were red and yellow stars on the black background. However, her eyesight soon returned to normal, bringing with it a horrible headache. "Are you all right?" someone shouted. Meghan rubbed the side of her head and then looked up. She saw a boy who was around her age, leaning over the adjacent metal fence. "Are you all right?" he repeated. I'm fine," Meghan replied, trying to catch her breath after having the wind knocked out of her. "Are you sure?" the boy inquired once again. "I saw you fall off the hammock. It looked pretty bad." "I'm fine," Meghan snapped. "He must think I'm a complete klutz," she thought with embarrassment. "I'm glad you're okay," the boy smiled. "My name's Justin Grove. I saw your family moving in last week. How do you like your new house?" "It's okay," Meghan lied, finally getting up from the ground. "I must have hit my legs pretty bad," she realized as pain shot through them. "Where did you come from?" Justin inquired, not noticing her discomfort. "Far from here." "Then this must be very different for you," he joked. "Tell me about it," Meghan said with a small laugh. "So, will you be going to Easton Heights High in the fall?" "Yes, it'll be my last year of high school," Meghan smiled, while thinking about the freedom she would have after graduating. Unknown to her parents, she planned to delay going to college and travel instead. "Next year is my last also," Justin replied casually. "That's nice," Meghan replied, not knowing what else to say. She felt as if the conversation would soon be coming to an abrupt end. To avoid the awkward silence, she gave Justin a polite smile, bid him goodbye, and then headed into her house. Meghan hurried to the refrigerator and put ice on her throbbing head. "I'll never sit on another hammock as long as I live," she cringed. "Hello, neighbor. I see you're staying away from that hammock." Meghan looked up from her chair to see Justin leaning over the fence. "Wouldn't you?" she replied. "Probably," Justin said, laughing. "Do you have any plans for today?" he asked quickly. Meghan raised the novel in her hands and directed her eyes towards it. "Other than reading the latest Heather Beck book? No." "Would you help me with something, then?" Meghan shot him a curious look, but nodded anyway. "You see," Justin began to explain, "the neighbor's cat came into my yard, climbed a tree, and is now stuck up there." "Why did the cat run up the tree in the first place?" Meghan wondered out loud. "My dog chased him up there," Justin confessed. "Why don't you just get a ladder and climb up there?" "I'm afraid of heights." Meghan made a display of playfully rolling her eyes. "What a man," she teased. "You don't understand," Justin moaned, looking at her with pleading eyes. "The owner of the cat, Mrs. Hull, really dislikes me."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?